So seeing it's just a couple of us here, it's pretty quiet. We'll just see how we go. I'm going to start by just paying a short respects to my spiritual teacher, which is not on the mantra card there, but after that we'll start using the mantras on the card, so you can kind of just sit and listen for the first little bit, and then join in after that. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Siddha Swarupenanda Paramahamsa Iti Namine. Aja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Godhead Hara Shiva Sade Gaur Bhaktivinoda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Godhead Hara Shiva Sade Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So if you've just joined us online, welcome. We have just a couple of people here tonight, so nice and intimate, let's say that. So we've got Amir to talk us through a guided meditation, and then we'll have, I think Jiva Krishnadas will be giving a talk. If you have any questions online, feel free to fire them across as well. I've got someone checking the comments there, so all right. I'll hand you over to Amir.
Thank you. All right, Haribol, everyone. Welcome. So we are going to have a few minutes of mindfulness and guided meditation. All right, just get my backtrack going. So please sit in a comfy position, very relaxed, shoulders back, heads upright, and gently close your eyes. So in this practice, we are going to start by focusing on our breath. There are many reasons why meditators start their pre-meditation by focusing on the breath, including the fact that as long as the person is living, the breath is going to be there. Whenever you face it, the breath is there. So we are going to take a deep breath in through our nostril and then take a deep breath out. We tend to inhale through the nostril for many reasons, including the fact that nose filters the air. So it allows you to filter all the dust in the air. Second reason is that there is a subtle energy chakra at the back of the nasal cavity. And by breathing through the nose, you can absorb the subtle energy in air, also called prana or chi. So we are going to take deep breath in together. Deep breath in and out. Sometimes you may want to make a sound when you are exhaling to notice the flow of the air. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in and see how your chest and belly expand. Deep breath out and see how your chest and belly contract. Inward breath is refreshing, and the outward breath is relaxing. We are now going to add the mantra Gauranga to our practice, turning that to a proper meditation technique, a complete technique. Gauranga, this wonderful mantra, has 4 syllables. Go, Ra, Anga. So we are going to join the guys in the background to say the mantra Goranga on the exhale. So let's listen to the guys in the background one more time, and from the second we are going to join them. All right, we can join them now. Deep breath in. Say it in a way that you can hear yourself. This way, engaging your sense of hearing as well. Let's do that 2 more times. All right, let the mantra resonate in your head. Without repeating the mantra, just try to immerse your mind into the beautiful Gauranga mantra. Keep your eyes closed. And now we are going to do another type of meditation called silent witness meditation. And this time around, You're just going to immerse yourself in the beautiful Gauranga mantra without repeating it. Just try to welcome this beautiful mantra into your ears, into your mind, and your heart. Gora Anga 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 Anga. All right, guys. This was our guided meditation for today. Please bring your focus back to the room and become aware of where you are and people around you. And if you like, you can now gently open your eyes and probably putting your palm together, creating some nice form. Massage your face. All right, thank you so much, guys. I'm now going to invite our dear friend Jiva Krishnadas to come and give us some yoga wisdom insight. Jiva, please come forward. Haribo.
Hey guys, got a small crew tonight. We've got one person out there in streaming land, Lena. Special hello to you, our friend who's now in Barcelona. We didn't know you'd be watching. We got a little message from Lena from Barcelona. So, hey Lena. So we'll just chant for a few minutes before we go to our talk. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, 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 Govinda, Rama, Dana, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Gopala, 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 Govinda, 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 Gopala, 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 Govinda, 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 Gopala, 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, Gopala, Gopala. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, Gopala, Gopala. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, Gopala, Gopala. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Yes, so we're going to just speak for a few minutes about our yoga chanting practice. And just sometimes we are not sure what to say because it's, this practice it's not new. We come here every week and we do this meditation practice and we get it. So to speak about it, there's so many different things we can speak about, and yet there's so many different details we can get into. But in a general sense, when we come to a meditation session like this, I myself, I know different people who talk about meditation here. We come here, my friend Tad especially. Sometimes we get into a lot of details, but really the whole practice is quite simple, and to understand it is quite simple. So for different individuals who are doing this practice, you know, we can get into it as deeply or as not deeply as we like on that philosophical type of basis. The first thing we can say, which is a really important thing to always keep in mind with this meditation, is that even if you don't understand anything about it, you don't know anything about what we're doing, why we're doing it, anything, just simply by engaging in this practice, there's going to be a really wonderful effect there. Sometimes you might experience this effect directly, or sometimes it might be happening underneath the radar of your experience, so to speak, but the effect will be there. You know, and we always give the example of, you know, the sun, or there's many different examples you can give, you know, but say the sun is a good example. If you walk out into the sunshine, you might not know anything about why the sunshine works or the details, or why is this thing, how come my body's getting heated up? You know, what's the scientific explanation for that? I don't know, except there's this big ball of heat up there and it's spreading its heat everywhere like that. But even if you don't understand that, you know, the point is that you're coming into contact with this warmth. It's going to have an effect on you whether you understand it or not. So this chanting meditation is like that when we're singing these mantras. And the reason is that these mantras, they're transcendental sound or spiritual sound vibration. You know, different people say different ways. They're the names of God, the names of the Supreme. And so when we're doing this knowingly or unknowingly, there's a good effect there. And basically that effect, you know, just to describe that effect, like I'm saying, some people don't know what the effect is. All they know is it feels, oh, this is nice. So to get into it a little bit deeper, the niceness is that we're, by experiencing these sounds, these names of the Supreme, it's helping us tune into our spiritual nature and our natural relationship with the Supreme. So this is the science of self-realization or spiritual realization, and it's described in some detail in the Bhagavad-Gita, and then in further detail even more in different yoga texts. So when we say yoga texts or yoga teachings, we're not necessarily, usually people think India. Oh, yoga teaching, that's Indian. Yeah, kind of, but in a more broader sense, if we understand what the word yoga means, yoga meaning union or harmony, spiritual union with the Supreme, a yoga teaching can be any, it doesn't have to be Indian or in Sanskrit or anything like that. The Bible is teaching yoga. You know, any source of teaching which is describing this relationship between us, the individual spirit soul, and the Supreme, that's yoga. So we don't care whether it's in the Bible or doesn't matter. We're not prejudiced in one way or another. Again, oh no, the Bible is bad, you have to read the Bhagavad-Gita. No. If it's there was, you know, I often mention this statement by not my teacher, but my teacher's teacher, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami. He said that, you know, if you find that some particular teaching is helping you, and you're following, or some process is helping you to develop your spiritual realization and your realization of your relationship with the Supreme, if some particular teaching or process is helping you to do that, then it's good. It doesn't matter whether it's from the Bhagavad-Gita or the Bible or the Quran or some other place. if the result is there, he said, if the fruit, he describes it like that. If the fruit is there, then it's good. So this is I find this understanding to me personally, on a personal level, I find this understanding to be very wonderful, and I think, I'm pretty sure from what I can see, I don't pay that much attention, but from what I've picked up on, this kind of understanding is spreading. More and more people are taking this more kind of expansive or liberal view of what spiritual realization and spiritual teaching is. When I was a kid, for example, it wasn't there. We got taught, when I was in school, it was all Bible, 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 Bible. And depending on which place you went to, they would, really stress that, sometimes more fanatically or less fanatically, depending on who you listen to. But it was always there. And even more recently, I remember my wife. She's used to teach yoga many years ago, yoga asanas, and remember she ran into some lady who was trying to tell her, oh, yoga's very bad. It's from the, I don't even want to say the word because it's a dumb word, but I'll say it. Everybody said, the devil. Yoga's from the devil. It's like, what? This was admittedly, this is going back 20 years, so maybe these days nobody's saying that anymore. So that's what I mean by, from what I'm understanding, the understanding of people is changing, and for the better. I must say, people are just becoming a lot more. What's the word? Broad-minded. We're not so fanatical about, you've got to join this group. This is the right one. No. Don't need to join anything. Just need to take on board this understanding. And to whatever degree you appreciate it, you can apply that in your life. And we all do that already, right? We're sitting here, we're doing meditation on Krishna and some of the other names of the Supreme. So we're all, most of the people that come here are doing that already. To what degree? I don't know. That's not my business. It's none of my business whatsoever. I mean, absolutely. None of your business, mate. What people do, what different individuals do is totally their freedom. There's a very nice verse in the Bhagavad-Gita where, this is another one of my special favourite verses, because I've suffered at the hands of people who are a bit too pushy in my day. So I take great care not to be like that myself. What was this verse? Yeah. So in the Bhagavad-Gita, you may know there's so much knowledge given about, spiritual realization and what we can do and so on. And, we speak about it a lot. The three basic points are, number one, understand your essence. You're spiritual in nature. You're not your material body. Material body is temporary, but you are not temporary. Number two, we're naturally an offspring or a child of the Supreme. There's an original cause to all spiritual and material energies, and we're a part of that. And number three is, having that understanding, we naturally can understand what we should be doing. We should be trying to reconnect with the Supreme. This is, different people talk about it in so many different ways. They use different terminology, but it's the same process that's being described. Again, we say, if the process is working, then fine. And so this naturally follows on. And so in this verse I was mentioning, this particular verse of the Bhagavad-Gita where Krishna is explaining so many things, he says, towards the end, he says to Arjuna, who was listening to the Bhagavad-Gita, he says, look, now I have explained so many things to you. I've explained all these different aspects of spiritual knowledge, spiritual understanding. He said, please consider it carefully. I think that's the word, carefully. Consider it carefully and then do what you wish to do. Is that wonderful or what? No. Just consider this and then whatever you like. So all the Bhagavad-Gita is, in a sense, it's like a wonderful map. You know, you want to go, people talk about the yoga journey. Oh, I want to go on a journey and the yoga journey and the yoga, this yoga lifestyle, this and that. So how do we know what that journey is? You go to the Bhagavad-Gita. That's the journey. So the Bhagavad-Gita is like it's kind of like a map of the territory. You know, if you go somewhere, you know, we all got our GPSs and stuff, right? Or our Melways, if we're still in the dark ages. So so we refer to it. Why? So we don't get lost. We don't get lost, and what? What comes with lost? Suffering, anxiety, freaking out. Where am I? Where are we? We're lost. Consult the map. So the Bhagavad-Gita is like that. The yoga texts are like that. You can consult and you can find out so many different things. Oh, what happens if I live this kind of lifestyle? What happens if I live that kind of lifestyle? There's choices, options. This is all described. But again, it comes back to this point. Consider this and then do, in other words, understand the territory first, get an understanding, and then up to you, go wherever you want to go. So this is the wonderful gift of the Bhagavad-Gita, because there's so many people just blindly, isn't that right? Before, you know, like some of you here, we've taken on yoga knowledge, we've taken on the spiritual understanding. What were you like before that? Can anyone remember? I can remember. I was like a friggin' idiot, doing so many stupid things, dumb things. Because why? Because I didn't understand the territory properly. I didn't have a good understanding of the territory. And so somebody says, hey, yeah, come on, let's go and crack a few beers and let's go there. Yeah. I don't know if you guys, maybe I mixed with the... you didn't know any better, that's all. That's all it is. It's like my teacher always says, you know, there's no bad people. You know, if you think about, somebody did some really bad thing. Yes, okay, there's some bad people who do bad things. We get that. But on a more deeper level, on a more profound level, he was saying there are no bad people. There's just uneducated people who are trying to be satisfied, and they don't, because they're uneducated, they don't know how to be satisfied. And so being unsatisfied and uneducated, they do stupid things. Anybody care to admit that? I got a couple of yeses, that's good. Me, 3, yeah, a few more. Well, all right, we've all done stupid things, right? And we didn't do it in order to be unhappy or stupid. We thought, this will be good. I'll get happiness doing this. I need to find out, no, not really. So anyway, this is, you know, a simple kind of basic explanation of what we're doing here. And as far as this chanting goes, we're told this is how you travel the road of yoga, the path of yoga. there's a lot of, I think ancillary, is that the word? Extra kind of practices that you can do on the path of yoga. There's different things that are recommended. This is the main one that's recommended. If a person engages in this chanting more and more and more, then you're travelling on the road to self-realisation, spiritual realisation. We realise our own spiritual nature and we realise our spiritual relationship with the Supreme. And so it's very, very simple. Sometimes they talk about, in different spiritual paths, they all say, don't do this, don't do that, right? They have your do's and your don'ts. Do this, do that. Even in normal material life, we have that. They try and keep society together, or, your family, your mother or father. Even if they're not spiritual people, so to say, they're just normal people, parents who care about their kids. They're going to tell their kid, they're going to, oh, you can do this, do that, do it like this, do it like that, but don't do that, don't do that. Isn't that right? Do's and don'ts everywhere. Everywhere you find that. And it sounds a little bit harsh to say it like that, but, it can be put a lot more gently, so to say. But what I'm trying to mention here is that with this way of chanting, if we do this one thing, all the don'ts are automatically get taken care of. In other words, right now, like for example, on the path of yoga, it said, don't. It's not good to take intoxicants. It's not good to taking different kinds of intoxicants, alcohol and different kind of drugs. Why? Because it'll screw up your mind. You won't be able to think properly. So there's a few things like that. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. But another one is, try to be vegetarian. Don't get involved in, pardon me, or become implicated in the killing of animals, because they suffer too. So they have those things. It's said like that, but sometimes we don't need to make a big deal out of that. I don't need to make a big deal out of it. Like, we don't say that to anybody. You're coming here tonight. I'm more or less telling you what I do. I don't take intoxicants, and I don't, eat animals. I'm a vegetarian. But I'm not sort of laying that on anybody here. I'm not saying, oh, you have to do this, you have to do it. No, don't worry about it. What we are saying is, do this. Do this one do, and all that other stuff will just gradually get taken care of automatically, because you'll gradually develop, a taste for chanting, for this Kirtan practice, for meditation, that you won't want to do all that. You won't want to. You'll know what it is. And you'll have this experience to compare with it. Not only that, I guess, we could say, in this environment, particular environment, you can't do it anyway. So you don't have that. We don't have a no smoking sign up there, but it's taken for granted. Actually, I think they have those signs everywhere now, don't they? Inside public places, you're not allowed. But anyway, does everybody get that point? I haven't explained it that well, but the point is there that if you do the do's, you don't have to worry about the don'ts. They'll get taken automatically and very naturally when you're ready. There's no struggle. All in due course. You don't have to be, having this constant worry, I did that thing, I'm very bad, and you're freaking out, and then you did it again, and No. Don't worry about it so much. If you want to, as an individual, you want to, make some effort in that regard, yeah, fine. There's nothing wrong with that, and you do it. But the main point is the only way you'll really be able to do it is by having this, what's called a higher taste or a higher experience of, this experience of this meditation practice, and as a result, and through that, an experience of this, our relationship with the Supreme. It mightn't even manifest as such straight away, but in the beginning, quite often it's just, oh wow, this is nice, this is different, this is good. So that's all it might be. Different people experience differently. For myself, that's all it was. Gee, this is different. I first come into, a meditation session with people, Kirtan session. This is different. What's happening here? I think I'll go back. So, okay. So, shall we leave it at that for tonight? And so we're just going to chant for a few minutes again now, and I think we're going to have our dinner break shortly. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, 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 Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. Okay, so thanks everybody. So just going to have our dinner break, and we'll be back with some more chanting soon. Hari Bol.